Welcome to Uptime.com and to our tutorial on setting up an Uptime.com status page. A status page conveys information on scheduled maintenance, downtime events, and general system uptime to your site or service users. To create your first status page, let's click Status Pages and then click All Status Pages, then Add Status Page. The first setup window for your new page will configure a few basic settings. Start by giving your page a name and choosing who can view it. Select Public, if you want anyone with the link to access it. Private, if only specifically invited users should be able to view it. Or Uptime users, to limit visibility to members of your Uptime.com account. Your URL path will be generated automatically based on the page name, but you can adjust it if needed. You can also update your visibility, CNAME record, and other settings at any time from the General tab after the page is created. Once you are satisfied, click Create to set up your status page. Once your status page is created, you'll land directly on the General tab. Under Uptime Calculation, you can choose between check-based or incident-based calculation. Under Advanced Settings, you can enable password protection to require visitors to enter credentials before viewing the page, toggle search engine indexing, allow visitors to drill down into individual check performance graphs, set a custom CNAME to use a custom domain pointing to cname.uptime.com, and add your Google Analytics property ID. Once you are satisfied with your settings, click Save Changes. The Uptime.com status page is customizable in varying degrees depending on your subscription plan. Using HTML and CSS, you can integrate your page easily into your company's existing branding. To personalize your page, navigate to the Design tab. Under the Basic section, you can upload a custom logo, custom favicon, and add your company website URL. You can also customize your header colors, setting both the header background color and header text color to match your branding. For deeper customization, you can further personalize your page using custom CSS, custom header HTML, and custom footer HTML. You can also upload a custom email logo to brand the notifications sent to your subscribers. Once your page is created, your Uptime.com checks can be linked to your status page components. You also have the option to create components that are not linked to your account checks, which is useful for representing external assets like databases or servers, or any system or service you want to track independently. To add a new component, go to the tab Components, then Plus Component. Here we can name our component and add a description. Using the Associated Check dropdown, we can choose the check to link to our component. Components represent the functional parts of your infrastructure such as websites, API endpoints, or databases, and let you communicate their status to your end users. Each component can be linked to an Uptime.com check if needed, or set up as a standalone component to represent any service or system you want to track manually. We can also automate a default status for the component if the check fails, ranging from no change to outage severity to maintenance. There are several conditions under which a component status can change. Account admins can manually change a component status, and the page can automatically trigger a component status change based on check state, maintenance state, or incident state. We built out a lot of examples here, and there are a lot of checks added to our status page. To a user viewing the page, this may make information hard to find. So creating organization with groups is something that helps. To add a group, click Add Group. Once created, the group will appear at the bottom of the checks list, and we can drag it anywhere we'd like. To add components to our group, we can either drop and drag or edit the component and select the group from the dropdown. Click the System Metrics tab, and then click New System Metric to create a metric. Now, select an associated check, give your metric a display name, and check the box to display it in the System Metrics section of the page. Once you finish, click Create Metric. A system metric will display a response time graph to add visibility into performance. Each status page can include up to 30 metrics. Now that we have added metrics and created extensive performance visibility with our components, component state change can be automated but will not result in notifications to your subscribers. To update on critical system information, we use incidents. To create an incident, click the Incidents tab, then click New Incident. The primary purpose of a status page is to update on events as they unfold, and having one can greatly cut down on the number of support tickets and negative feedback you receive during an outage. There are many customizable fields and options available when creating an incident. Give your incident a descriptive title and click the Starts field. The current date and time automatically populate, but we can adjust it if we need to by clicking on the calendar icon. For an ongoing outage, we will leave the Ends field blank and check the box here to include the incident's duration contribute to global downtime calculations. Using the Components Affected dropdown, we can select the affected components from the list of components that we included in our status page. This step is optional as you may want to create an incident for a feature not linked to an existing status page component. Once we select a component, we can confirm the severity of the outage. Then we can choose to update the components we have selected with these statuses. As this is the first update for our incident, select the Incident Status field status from the dropdown. As the incident progresses, we will return to this window to submit new status updates. In the text field, we can include any details we have regarding the outage, as well as actions we are taking, and any additional information we would like to share to our status page subscribers. If you have enabled subscribers, you can check this box to notify them of the incident. Click Create Incident when you're ready. To add another update, click the three dots next to the incident and select Edit. From here, you can click New Update to submit a new status update. When resolving the incident, you can check the box to notify subscribers and reset all affected components back to operational. Once you are satisfied with your settings, click Save Changes. You can also manage and create incidents across all your status pages from the Incidents section in the left sidebar. Creating a maintenance event follows the same basic steps as creating an incident. Go to the Maintenance tab and click Schedule Maintenance to open the window. Selecting an end time and date is optional for creating an incident, but mandatory to schedule a maintenance window. As this is a maintenance event, you may want to uncheck the box that contributes this incident's duration to global downtime calculations. As with the incident creation, we can select our components here. The incident status will automatically be set to maintenance. Add any relevant notes in the incident details field. Check the box to send an automated notification to subscribers when this scheduled maintenance starts. When you're finished, click Schedule Maintenance. Now that our page looks sharp and our components and metrics are organized and displayed, let's manage our subscribers. Navigate to the Subscribers tab where you can import or export subscribers using the buttons in the top right. Subscribers are organized by channel. They are email, SMS, Slack, RSS, and webhook. Click Settings to open subscription settings. Here you can control which channels your visitors can use to subscribe. You can also enable notifications for all subscribers regardless of their channel preferences and customize your email settings, including a custom sender address, reply to, and contact email address. To remove subscribers, select them and click Delete. To allow or block subscribers by domain, click Email Allow and Block List. If your page visibility is set to private, you'll have access to two additional tabs, SSO and External Users. In the SSO tab, you can register the application with your identity provider and populate the SSO login credentials and certificate. In the External Users tab, click Add User or New External User to invite someone. They will receive an email invitation with a link to create their password. You can also export your external user list to CSV using the Add User dropdown. This concludes our setup walkthrough of the status pages. For more information, check out our status page documentation and support articles linked below, or reach out to us directly at support@uptime.com. Thanks for watching.